Welcome to Rated Radio. I'm Shane Wyndham.
And I'm Ray Zander.
This is the Songs with Bad Videos playlist episode.
I hope you're ready for a fight, I guess.
Oh, it's going to be a fight. Roll the intro. And the reason I say it's going to be a fight is because our vision of bad videos tends to be rather different.
It's going to be a fight because I still don't even understand what the fuck we're doing here. Our story's fighting.
Yeah.
I'm just telling stories, man.
Yeah.
I'm not here to fight. I want to be friends.
Okay.
I want to be friends.
Well, you've missed the energy of the podcast up to now. If
Can
that's
we
the
be
case.
friends now?
We're only 5 years in. You'd think you'd get it.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
5 years in. It's so crazy to think that we've been doing this that long.
Not quite, but we're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there. I mean, we started it at the very beginning of COVID, pretty much. Like right when we started getting shut in. That's crazy.
So tell me your story about a song with a bad video.
Well, my song choice is Ride by Sir Mix-a-Lot. With a music video full of visuals that the epileptics definitely wouldn't appreciate, this song actually was brought to my attention through the TikTok community. And since I have been having a little too much easier time reigniting my past passion for dancing, this song has been on constant repeat. Yes, before my lovely co-host might ask if this is another bop similar to the nonsense that was Whole Lotta Choppas, to which I have to say, maybe? Anyway, I realized that
Act like I don't know Sir Mix-a-Lot. Come on now.
Anywho, I realized that with my growing age that I've started to maybe pick up the traits that unfortunately we're doomed to repeat from our parents. But I can happily say that silly dancing with a happy heart in my kitchen to songs like this reminds me that I could have gotten much worse traits from my mother, which the jury is still out on, by the way, whether or not Blue will be able to recover from the many snaps and claps I do from dancing here on out.
I'll go ahead and say, anytime someone brings up a Sir Mix-a-Lot video, I only think of one, and I refuse to believe that he makes bad videos, because the one that I think of when somebody says anything
is it Baby Got Back?
Put him on the glass, girl. No.
Oh, okay.
Whew.
Okay.
I'm so glad to have grown up when I did.
Okay. All right, I'm going to have to check that one out.
Now let's take a break. So what Billboard hit did we listen to this time?
Players by Coloray.
Is that how you say it?
I have no idea. It's my best guess. I'm new here. I don't know what to do, just like you do.
Okay.
What did you think about it?
This one's a mixed bag. On one hand, I like the handling of Grandmaster Flash's The Message sample. Hard though that would be to fuck up. I like the verses, I like the short length, and I like the complete shocker of there being a pre-chorus here. On the other hand, I loathe the careless chorus, and wish there was something of a breakdown in the mix. But if you dig new school crisp thrown onto old hip-hop beats, or if you like women getting some time in rap spotlight, then this is far from horrible. 5 out of 10 stars from me. You?
You said you like the short length. Anyway.
I mean, what?
Hey. Any artist that sample...
I know you're talking dick, but I'm over here like,
I'm a child.
I do like short girls.
I mean, yes, you do like short girls.
I like tall girls.
But that's not what I was talking about.
And not girls, by the way, but women.
There you go, Shane. Good for you. They're women. Anyway, we're not here to talk about women. We're here to talk about players.
Coil Ray, what did you think?
Any artist that samples the Grandmaster gets major style points with me right off the jump. But sadly, this short-lived, simple, and vapid lyrics are not my thing. The song is a strong summer bop, but unfortunately for me, that's how long it has before it wears out its welcome. 6-ish out of 10. So
Decent. Let's move on to my story time.
all right, Shane. So tell me, what is your story for songs with bad videos? I am so curious to know.
So I think when I made my playlist, it's only 10 songs.
Oh,
But
look at you go.
when I made the playlist, I was thinking, try to make it songs that you like.
But
you
with
know,
terrible videos.
Yeah, like the video
Yeah.
is just bad. And I wanted to talk about so many of them. But what I'm going to talk about is Say Something by Lil Yachty.
Okay.
If we're being honest, I want to love this video, but it's so damn uncomfortable. My adoration of the song just doesn't translate when it comes to the video. It's highly ironic, though, that I find this so relatable as of late. My heart's always been something of a mess, and this video is most assuredly that. But things entered a new dimension of weird recently when the wife took the physical chains off of me where our relationship is concerned, a result of us wanting to stay together in spite of cancer kicking her clear past menopause and into a spot where her body isn't even allowed hormones like estrogen. Suddenly, I'm seeing both how weird the world's become where hookup culture is concerned and how easy it is to misjudge situations because of our brain's ability to project when looking at an incomplete picture. But this whole ordeal is teaching me so much about myself that I wouldn't have known otherwise. And it's things many of us could relate to in the precise way that Yachty lays out in his video. I'm a lusty romantic who just wants to be happy, and I don't know how much use I could make of these new freedoms, because the ability to fuck anyone I please isn't exactly my ideal. I genuinely didn't know that till the last few months. My true ideal is a pipe dream involving one of the more ridiculous crushes imaginable. I'm learning to live peaceably with it. The bright side here being that I no longer resent my spouse when I don't feel fulfilled. I'm now looking at that as a definite me problem. Guess what I'm trying to get across to anyone hearing me out is to trust people to love you for who you are. Otherwise, it's all just a game of unspoken lies we let one another believe. And there's no heart in that.
You win for vulnerability, Shane. Good job. Way to share that.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Right?
No, babe, that was a big thing to share. That's probably, I mean, it may be an easy thing for you to share, but it's not easy for other people that may be living in the same reality as you to share.
Yeah, so we've realized a number of things through the cancer journey. One is that people are very well-meaning and they want to help, but they don't know how. Mm. So you just end up letting them help however they can. Because having to sit down and actually have a conversation about, like, this is how you help. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And
you just accept any help you're given.
Yeah.
Because you're lucky to have any.
And because of everything you're going through, you quickly start to realize that other people can't relate. They haven't been there. It's a completely different reality. Mm-hmm. I see TikToks all the time of both varieties. I see the ones that are, you know, if your partner's attracted to somebody else, leave. You shouldn't be there. Just fucking leave. They're never going to be good for you. I see this shit.
No.
Okay?
I feel like that's a naive way of thinking, that your spouse doesn't notice or doesn't appreciate physical attractiveness from someone other than you. That doesn't mean that they don't love you. That doesn't mean that they're not physically attracted to you. That doesn't mean that they wouldn't rather fuck you over those people. It's you're appreciating them physically. And I think that that's a natural human response. I think it's weirder if you say, I don't find anybody attractive except for my spouse. I find that strange to me.
There's a lot of stuff too, though, about how to mentally not coerce, but to try and get someone on board. Like, you get those tip videos on, like, this is what you do to keep the flame alive. And this is, you know, that does not work for certain individuals. Mm-hmm. Like, there are certain people who, whether it's an accident or they were born that way, they don't have interest in sex.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to sit in a judgy position and think, but if they love their partner, they're going to make it. Like, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You don't understand how much hormones drive all of it.
Yes.
Like, and it became clear very quickly that it's a different place.
Yeah.
You know, and if I can do anything in the world to remove stigma from people who are already so sexually repressed when there's no need to be, again, we're talking about a world where someone would think that person deserved to get shot because they were out. You know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If the couple has a problem, that's something they need to work through or split up.
We also need to realize that we need to move in a place in the world of it's okay to not understand what a person's situation is, where they're coming from, because that's asking a lot. You're not going to understand the situation entirely. But what you need to do, or at least what I think you need to do, if you don't understand, you either need to get the fuck out of the way or be able to sympathize with the person in the fact that you don't understand. And that's okay. And that's you. And
to some degree, this is the same exact conversation, just with different clothing on it than what we see with homosexual couples and the normalization of that. the normalization of trans, the normalization of all different kinds of sexuality, or even just the way families choose to construct themselves. There are people that live together because they want to be with their kids, and they're not, like, I'm not here to judge.
It's not
anyone.
my business.
Exactly.
It's not my fucking business
But
what works for you in your house.
we live in a world of a vocal majority who thinks that their way should be the highway and there's no other alternative for anyone. And they're quickly taking us back to a place where you could be jailed, you could be killed, or just ostracized to the point that you can't even live peaceably unless you fit into the norm.
Yeah.
So I'm done yammering.
This is
I apologize.
No, don't, Shane, don't apologize for speaking your truth because it's different from other people's truths. That's not fair. And this is coming from me. We both know I'm in a monogamous relationship. I believe in my monogamous relationship, and that's fine. I'm not going to shit on you and your spouse trying to find what works for you in this new norm so that you can stay together and be happy for the sake of your family unit that you have created. It's none of my business. It's none of my business because it doesn't change who you are to me. It doesn't change who she is to me. It doesn't change anything. That's y'all's business.
I appreciate that.
So
I'm just trying to remove some of the stigma because
I get it.
It's
And
definitely there.
yeah, it definitely is. And I'm not going to shit on you just like you're not going to shit on me for the choices that I make.
Nah.
We know who we are.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
Yeah, and if you're going to get pushback, not just for being different, you'll get pushback in the world if your situation is not what's thought of as normal, because a lot of people aren't happy with the normal. I am with someone who wants me to be happy just as much as I want her to be happy.
And that's love.
Yeah, and love could easily be, we're not right for each other, and we're going to move past this into a place where we can be happy without one another. That's not what's going on. So if you're upset because I'm with someone who wants me to be happy, that's a fucking you problem.
Yeah, that's a you problem, homie. That says more about you and your insecurities or your I guess your needs not being met where you're at in life. And like I said, it says a lot more about who you are as a person. Everybody work on your relationships. Everybody find happiness, whether it's together or apart. Go be happy.
And please like or subscribe if you're still listening. Remember, you can send us all kinds of feedback to rated_radio@yahoo.com. I want to add that I would consider you potentially for a winner here, if not for the fact that you tried to make it sound like I wasn't up on my fucking...
I didn't know. I don't know, Shane. There's a lot going on in that noggin up there. I don't know what the files are, I didn't know if that one made a file.
Sir Mix-a-Lot's Swass was one of the first CDs I ever remember listening to all the way through when I was young. It's one of the few that were in rotation because of one of my aunt's ex-boyfriends.
Got it.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Awesome. I've literally been walking the halls of where I work, and this song has been stuck in my head. And actually a lot of Sir Mix, that and Lockjaw and I'm a Dog.
Yeah, I've got MC Hammer and Sir Mix-a-Lot coming up for Rated Radio Plus, but unfortunately I'm not going to invite you on as a guest because
I'm
I think
not
that's
invited. Boys only.
That's
no
where
girls allowed.
I'm going to try to have Lyndon on there. Can't promise it'll happen, but I think that's where I'll get him in.
Fine. I'll just do my own thing. I'll just have my own little thing with Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And put them on the glass.
Shut the fuck up. Let's go.
Anyway, that's going to do it for now.
Until next time, fill your world with music. And go fucking be happy already. Damn, shit hell.